Hey, pretties, happy Tuesday. I have something fun planned today, and I hope you guys are going to like it. So, I think I've mentioned before that a few years back, I did something called the Rediscover Me Challenge. And this was a 28-day challenge, and it was based around a life coaching program that I had built and my life coaching certification. I did a couple of years of coaching. Um, and it was probably one of my favorite challenges we've ever done, if I'm being honest. This one really was like a dig in and make big changes kind of thing. And it was delivered in little bite-sized chunks so that it didn't feel too overwhelming. But it was really based around goal setting and focusing on different areas of our lives where we could make ourselves a priority. Honestly, that's what it was about. All right, so today I'm going to go through one of the exercises that we did in that life coaching challenge that I absolutely love. And I'm going to explain to you a little bit about what this exercise is and what it isn't. All right, so what it is, it's called identifying tolerations. And a toleration is basically anything in your environment, your home life, your work life, whatever, that's causing you low-level stress. It's something you're putting up with. It's something that's creating a drain on you, on your energy on a daily basis. And sometimes it's kind of insidious because we don't even know these things are happening until we really identify them. And I'll give you some examples of mine from a few years back and then some from more recently too. So a few years back, one of my tolerations was that I had a really horrible pillow and I wasn't getting a good night's sleep. And I wake up every morning miserable with this stupid pillow that was lumpy and didn't support my neck right. And this went on for months and months and months, and I just never did anything about it. It was as simple as me putting a pillow on my shopping list and going out and buying a pillow. But that's an example of a toleration in my life. Another one was that I had a dull blade in my razor, and I would get in the shower every day with my dull razor blade. Every time I get in there, it's like, oh, I need a new blade, but I never put one in there. So that's another example. Some examples that women who've done the challenge gave were a lot of them had messy nightstands or a nightstand drawer that was just like a catch-all for junk. I know I have a junk drawer in the kitchen that's a catch-all that I need to clean out once in a while that just kind of gives me low-level stress and anxiety when I see it. Some other examples are a dirty car. My car is filthy right now. It's been raining for days. We've been all riding to the barn wearing our barn boots in it. It's just absolutely filthy right now, so it needs to be cleaned. I have some dead plants that I can see right now on the patio. Those need to go. It's time to clean those out and replace them. A messy, silverware drawer, makeup bag. There are so many examples of this, and I need to caution you and tell you what tolerations are not. They're not opportunities to look around and feel discontented about your environment. That's not the point of this exercise. It's to identify the things that are small energy drains in your life, because let's face it, those things build up over time and they become bigger and bigger, and they kind of snowball. When you're looking around and you're seeing a lot of those in your environment, then it's hard to feel relaxed. They cause anxiety and stress. So what I've found about tolerations is that in general, they're pretty easy to fix. Just like the pillow thing, like the razor blade thing. Right now I have a big bottle of shampoo in my shower that had really good reviews online, so I bought it and I hate it. But I'm forcing myself to use it every time I wash my hair, and that's silly to me. That's a toleration. I just need to get rid of it and move on and find a shampoo that works better for me. So those are some examples, and I think that this is a really good exercise to share in community. So I'm going to talk to you about a worksheet that I have that's a download for you that you're going to be able to print out and write your tolerations down on it as they come up. And I also highly encourage you to join the Get Your Pretty on Pretties group. That is on Facebook. I have a link to it in the description on this video if you're watching on Facebook. If you're on Instagram, just go to Linktree and you can click on the Pretties group there and join. And I would love to have a conversation around this, because I find that when we talk about our tolerations, a lot of times we will see something that somebody else posts as one of theirs and say, oh my gosh, that's one of mine too. I just didn't really think about it or recognize it. So I definitely want you guys to discuss this. I'll share the video over there too, so you can talk about it in the comments over there. You can always talk about it in the comments on Facebook too, or DM me on Instagram. But I have a tolerations worksheet for you. And the way that you download that is, if you're watching on Facebook, the link again is in the description. Download the worksheet. And if you're on Instagram, go to my profile, click on the link tree, and click on tolerations worksheet to download it over there. So on this worksheet, what you're going to do is you're going to write out anything that comes to mind in your work or family life environment. And then you're going to go through that list, and I want you to circle the ones that you feel are causing you the most stress. And then from that list, I want you to narrow it down to, I say 3 to 5, which I think is a good number. I think 3 is really doable, that you can conquer this week, that you can take care of. Like, some of them, you're going to look at this and say, I can do this today. And it feels really good it's a small sense of accomplishment, but I find that it has a snowball effect too. And then you start noticing more and more things that you're able to take care of until you eventually get to a point where you're more in a maintenance mode with tolerations, because you're able to recognize them right away and take care of them instead of letting them linger and bubble and cause anxiety and stress. So that is your homework today. I hope you like homework. Download the tolerations worksheet. You can get it here on Facebook. You can get it on Instagram. I have it linked up on both places. And I want you to start keeping track of the little things that pop up. And if you don't feel like tackling them right away, that's okay. And this list may change from week to week. Save the email that I send to you with the download attached to it, because you might want to print it out and do this on a weekly basis. I know that at first it's very helpful to do that and do it for maybe 4 to 6 weeks consistently, like on a Tuesday. Think about it, Tolerations Tuesday, and make that your day that you're gonna go ahead and work through that list. So my favorite part is hearing about the tolerations that you're tackling, and I get a real sense of satisfaction whenever you guys mark some off your to-do list. So please, please let me know what you're gonna dive into and tackle today. I would love to find out. And also share with us in the community and let us know what you are tolerating and what you're getting rid of. All right, I will see you back here tomorrow morning for another coffee chat. Thanks for tuning in today. Bye.